Did you notice that dating in 2025 seems more confusing and complicated and at times frustrating than ever? Yeah, probably you have, and you are right. The world has shifted. We have completely different behaviors when it comes to consumption of social media these days. Obviously, OF came on the market, and that shifted the perception of how women see themselves these days in the sexual marketplace. So it definitely requires new strategies and a whole new setup for men to still have an advantage in dating. So in this video, I'm going to break down how the modern dating marketplace works these days, how to navigate it successfully, and in the end, more in detail, what element of your game you should be focusing on to have that advantage over other guys. So let's jump in. Yeah, but they all have offers. They all have offers. Yeah, boyfriend or offers. Like, the harder you are, the more offers you get. That's basically the analogy with the record label or the company. So it really becomes like, I use that a lot in seduction. It's been business analogies, because I like business and everybody likes business and people understand it. It's about sales, it's about marketing. And about marketing is a lot of like, how do we get attention, right? Like if we have an Instagram and 10 girls follow us, and I don't mean like 10 girls follow us versus 1,000 girls follow us, well, the chance that one of the 1,000 girls will end up on a date with us is higher than one of the 10. I'm not saying 1,000 followers in Kazakhstan. I mean 1,000 girls who we met on the street who we then added on Instagram, right? So how can we get more eyeballs? That's what every marketer is always asking. How can we create a piece of content that gets more eyeballs than the other piece of content? And then it's sales, which is like, how do we seal the deal? What are we offering the prospect to come over to date us, to fuck us? And it's like, well, what is your offer? And what are, like, she's shopping around. Sexual marketplace, it's a marketplace. And she has offers and she will decide, I like that offer. And of course there is personality and charisma, energy and chemistry and story. But a lot of these things, like even charisma to an extent, can be reframed as a skill. Like you can learn charisma. You can even learn energy, right? Like you can create energy, you can create this X factor like I described before. Like I certainly did many times where I'm just like canceling on a girl on purpose, or post a certain story that I know has an emotional trigger on her, or use a certain song. You know, it's like I make look things like they happen, but it's on purpose. So these things I'm mentioning here are definitely some of the more advanced strategies that I'm talking about, okay? You have to understand, with the power of social media and Instagram, if you position yourself properly, you are able to have way more girls interested in your so-called offer, right? Which is you. They want to go on a date with you. Because now, instead of having individually text every girl you meet, starting these new conversations all the time, which just die down anyway, you're able to speak to everyone you've met, which could be hundreds of girls at once, just by posting a small part of your day on your Instagram story. This allows you to build passive comfort and investments with the girls that you met on the street with very little effort from your end. And like I mentioned here, curating certain stories and songs you're using for specific reactions are definitely more advanced skills that take more nuance with the platform itself. It's the kind of stuff we teach our clients. It's something you guys at home can definitely start experimenting with yourself from now on. You can't fake chemistry, like some people just, whatever, your brain just tells you my hormones fit better with her hormones or pheromones. But a lot of that is a skill that you can learn. I'm getting detoured here, but how does that start? So yeah, there's other hot girls, but they all get offered. The only way she doesn't is like if she's in a village without social media. Like if she's basically not connected to the world. But since Instagram, everybody who's connected to the server of Instagram is automatically connected to the international sexual marketplace. Before it was like local marketplaces, like little farmers markets, right? But now you order your shit from Amazon and Alibaba. And so do the powerful guys or the organizers or the best artists. They're not now looking for, who is the hottest girl in any third-tier Bulgarian city that they're playing on, but it's like, okay, where is the girl international? It's not great, but it is what it is, right? So this is definitely the reality of modern dating. And I know I might sound a little brutal you know, the way I'm explaining it here. But ultimately, this is actually good news, right? Because step one is understanding the rules of the game. Most guys you're competing with are clueless when it comes to this stuff, which is why they suck at dating. The fact you guys are even here and you are learning this will be really important for your development. Once you know the rules, you can start learning how to win. The main thing you need to be focusing on, again, is putting yourself in front of as many quality women as possible through cold approach, and yes, also through social circle, and of course, having a strong online presence. If you can nail these three things, you are already in the top 1% when it comes to this stuff, and there's no way you will not win. Guaranteed.
This might be a big detour, so cut me off if it's too much, but in terms of learning game versus becoming that powerful person with the offer to give the hot girl or whatever, what's your views on that? Like, is game a hack for that, or do both have to happen? Like, what's your thought?
You mean having game to get to have a good offer?
No, like doing the self-development work.
Yeah, that needs to happen first. Yeah, for sure. So my view on that, I mean, I'm developing all my ideas still, right? I'm not presenting like I know everything. By the way, I don't know everything. and I'm learning every year, and I'm pushing a lot to learn. Like, I'm actively putting myself in situations where I get surprised. And Liam maybe can correct or adjust, but it's like, my perception currently is you need, like, as the pyramid that I'm starting to draw in videos, it's like the base thing is like confidence. You know, we could even call it core confidence, like a little bit of like, okay, this guy is somewhat grounded. Like, I can't push him over easily from the point of view of the girl. Like, I've been in situations on events with dudes who are like, on paper, literally like a 10 out of 10. Like, tall, handsome, the right age, educated, insanely wealthy, like talking 100 million plus, good style, supercars in the garage, running a company, connected. And the girl looks at him for like 10 seconds and he responds in a way that just tells her, I can manipulate this guy so easily, I already don't respect him, you know? Or she tells him, I wanted the Coke Zero, not the Coke sugar. And he's like, oh, I'll get you, you know? And it's just like, suddenly this powerful guy is like pleasing this like 21-year-old nonsense girl. And instantly the room knows, can be manipulated, and all his success was just a compensation for impressing women maybe, or there's some trauma. Like, there's like these crazy moments often. I had this many times. So you need that, because otherwise the hot girl will just roll over you. You know, I mean, that's when we talk about simping and gold diggers, but really it's just like gold diggers, they just find a guy who lets it do with themselves, you know? Like the gold digging needs two parties. Like the one with the gold and the one digging, and the dude with the gold giving the gold. Like, a girl can just ask me for stuff and I can just say no, you know? Like, then the gold digging stops and she will move on to another dude. So you need the core layer of the confidence, then you need the game. Like the charisma, the knowing what to say, the knowing when to shut up, the being, like, charisma also just means being chill to be around, you know? Like, if you are really good at game and you know like tricks, or even like you know the right conversation things, but it's just like always a little tense, or you're always putting on a little bit of a mask, or you're always trying to talk when really what you should just do is just shut up for 2 hours and just let her do your thing, and you know, then that's also a thing, and then all the other thing comes on top. So that's my opinion, because I've seen many guys who don't have all the status and great offers and get hot girls, but I haven't seen really a guy consistently who doesn't have game or charisma or confidence but consistently gets hot girls. So this video might be a wake-up call for some of you watching. Yes, the dating market these days is globalized. Yes, it can be overwhelming that some women have thousands of options. Nonetheless, good game is the foundation for your success. If you don't work on your charisma, nothing else will work. So implement what I told you. Develop a good Instagram. It is crucial, first of all, right? Use some of the other strategies that I talk about here on this channel. But in business terms, your social media is just the marketing side. Marketing is useless if the final product is shit. So to fix the product, which is you have to work on your game and charisma. And when you actually go on dates, you need to be able to charm the girl and hold strong eye contact and believe in yourself and know how it actually feels to be touched by you and all that stuff. If that's something you're struggling with, or you just need more accountability or somebody to help you implement everything that you learn in theory, you can click below for a free strategy call. We offer a very, very in-depth mentoring program that guides you over multiple months, step by step, how to overcome your fears, how to meet girls in real life, how to get their number, how to convert them onto dates, and how to get her home from the date, right? We've been doing this successfully for many years. So if you're one of the guys that wants to work with us, you can click below. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.